Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
There is tremendous spiritual advancement. Rasom apsu kaunteya prabhasmi sashurya yaha. Like that, if you can understand, there is tremendous. If you go to real spiritualists, first they will teach you that. And then when you are convinced, yes, God is the creator, is the supreme personality of Godhead, then slowly the pastimes of the Lord will be opened up for you. And it is so wonderful to hear the God's pastime. Because more we hear about the Lord, more we get attached to the Lord. And more we get attached to the Lord, more our life becomes successful. Therefore, Prabhupada says, don't waste a moment. Both by rising and setting, the sun is taking a one day of your life. Correct? New Year. I was seeing one Prabhupada quote. He said, every day is a new year for us. Because what we are doing is fresh every day. We are chanting Hare Krishna, it is fresh every day. It is not boring. Karmi, the new year is go drink and forget everything. And then new year starts. Some utopia, hallucination starts. It doesn't make any sense actually to devotees. For us, every day is a new year. So we come to the situation here that the kalpa, vikalpa, mahakalpa, different situations are there. The creation of every day of Brahma, the creation of Brahma itself. It's fantastic time. Huge. We can't even conceive. And imagine the arrangement, the elaborate arrangement that is done. Okay, yeah, I was coming to that point. So every day, both by rising and setting the sun. So when new year comes, Prabhupada says you should know one more year has gone from my life. Take it in a positive way. One more year has gone from my life. Let me become serious. Just like you have an examination at 12 o'clock today. Big exam you have to give. Okay? And difficult to exam when age increases. Lot of tension. Very difficult. So now, suppose you have to give an exam at 12 o'clock. And then what happens? So suppose there is a bell ring, some temples it is there. Some houses also the watch will ring. Old watches, they will ring 12 times every hour. So when the watch is ringing, your heartbeat is only 2 hours remaining now. Only 1 hour remaining now. So similarly, in the same way, take it in a positive way. See, there can be nothing redundancy in Krishna's creation. If Krishna has created death, it is for your good. I explained that point many times. Bad student, good student. Good student always participates in the plan of the teacher. And bad student revolts against the plan of the teacher. And he questions the plan. Suppose teacher comes and he says, in 3 hours there is going to be an exam. What the good student will do? Immediately take out books, take out notes. And he is very happy. He knows what my teacher is doing is for my good. Let me go through this exam. I will learn. Correct? He is not revolting. He is not saying like we do in college time. Like a Rakshas has come. Isko kuch kaam nahi lagta hai. That's what we do. But he is not like that. Good student feels good. Let me participate. Correct? Just like when the Dronacharya told everybody, take up the bow, hit the arrow. What that all? Appa. इसको तो कुछ काम नहीं है हमको भी खड़ा कर दिया arrow मारो. No, they were all were excited. Then he asked everybody, what are you seeing? And he tested them. But what are the essence? They were all excited. That's how previously it used to be. So much attachment in the guru and the student. And teaching used to be fun. Actually, when students want to listen, teaching becomes fun. True or not? You are teaching your medicine. And students are their body who want to learn. You really enjoy. Isn't it? So Vedic system, they used to establish a great relationship between the teacher and student. the whole methodology. And teacher also used to create a great taste, ruchi in the subject for the students. And that's how there was a wonderful teaching. Not like today. It's just a shadow of that. So now the teacher said, now 3 hours exam, you will be excited. Teacher, what all you want me to prepare on? These subjects, please be prepared, and this is the nature of exam. He puts all energy into it. Isn't that a good student? And what bad student does? इसको तो कुछ काम नहीं है, राक्षस आ गया अभी, मेरा जिंदगी खत्म कर देगा. That's how we say in college. मार देगा, अब तो मार दिया इसने. He has killed me, murdered me. Because, and then what we do, when exam comes, we look at the paper and we are not prepared and we are not participating in the whole thing. And teacher is not happy with you, you are not happy, he is not enjoying teaching with you, and you are also like fed up of him. But you see, now come to spiritual life. Krishna has designed that you are going to die one day. It's design. Don't revolt against it. That's what whole science is trying to do. Somehow found a way that we will not die. That's what they are doing. Cannot change it. Krishna says you cannot change it. And Mrityu sarva haras chaham. I will come as Mrityu and take it away. You are saying, let me do something, change the plan. Just like sometimes they do. Now we got that news in Delhi. I don't know how much it is true. We can't trust anybody in this world. They're saying the child in the school tried to postpone the exam by murdering a small child. Difficult to believe. I don't know whether it is true, because previous thing was first truth. Now this is the truth. Now parents are denying. They say he gave that testimony under pressure. So we do not know what is true, but difficult to believe can be there. But a bad student, and if it is that, it's an example of a bad student who trying to postpone the exam. That's what people are trying to do. They're somehow trying to postpone their exam. I welcome the exam. Devotee welcomes death with both arms. He's not scared of death. He accepts that's the Lord's plan. Let me accept the Lord's plan. And then what do? Prepare. Correct? And how much when you are preparing, you are accepting that there is nothing to revolt. That's the mercy of Krishna. There is nothing redundant in Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan is wonderful. Correct? Now whole life becomes fun. You are walking, you hit your leg somewhere, it's paining. Wonderful plan of Krishna. Don't revolt. Now I have to take care of this. Don't revolt. You understood? I should have been careful. That's fine. But it has happened. It happened. Now what do I do about it? So life becomes bliss. Not only I am saying. Shastra says. What is the shloka? Daya bhag. Jivante. Daya bhag. He says becomes a right. When every Hridavag Vapubi, by his heart, by his words, by his body, is constantly offering obeisance to the Lord. Even the most adverse situation, he takes it as mercy of Krishna. Going back to Krishna becomes his right. So you live. So why live in tension? Every moment to live happily. You got it? Just like you joined a college. There are quizzes, there are exams and all. Be happy, This all arrangement is there for me to learn. ये 4 assignment करने होंगे, मर गए, इसको कुछ काम नहीं किया. You go for now New Year holidays. Teacher says you have to make this record. Oh, pa. No. Then the whole education will be a pain, and that's how they are badly trained today. They are trained to look like that. Somebody is telling worse situation when the children talk about the teachers. Even parents sit and laugh with them. Sometimes parents also make fun of the teachers. They are breaking the whole education system then, correct? If they are teaching children how to laugh for the teacher, then how the child is going to get respect the teacher? When the teacher give orders, immediately mind will revolt. Why revolt? That means there is no respect for the teacher, correct? So that the process will not work. So don't do that thing in spiritual life. Don't revolt against Krishna's plan. Accept Krishna's plan at every moment. Now suddenly, God forbid, some pain starts in the stomach. Well, Lord, now what is the exam, my Lord? What plan you are having? But I don't revolt. I accept it. Correct? Just like you're sitting in the classroom, teacher says, surprise quiz. Now what do? As a bad student, you look at it with the red eyes. As a good student, I remember in my college, the one teacher used to take surprise quiz. And that also only 8 o'clock class, which is the toughest class in a college time, because we are not disciplined to sleep early. So we get up in the morning, 8 o'clock class is the toughest class. Hardly we are awake. So sit in the class, and he will, not only that class, he will bring a bundle with him. Marge, surprise quiz, aaj hi hona tha. Nothing we have read. And then we are giving the quiz. But then that's not a good student, it's a bad student. Good student, what he will do? He'll every day prepare. And when the quiz comes, he's enthusiastically participating. Therefore, Prabhupada says the great devotees actually pass through all the tests of the exam by the blessing of the Lord. So we have to change our attitude. Correct? Then life becomes very blissful. Every moment, actually, there is a test. What is the test? Always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. Very simple. Actually, our philosophy is very simple. Always remember Krishna, never forget. So every test tries to make you check your remembrance. Agreed? The test will make you check. Because at the time of death, the final exam, the quizzes prepare you always for the final exam. True? That's the purpose of the quizzes, no? If the quizzes are not there, you will not prepare for the final exam. So surprise quizzes will help you. So these are all tests in the life. At that time, if you are introspective, you can say, did you remember God or did you forget God? Oh, I forgot God. So I am not ready. So I become little serious. So that I pass the quizzes and I can introspect small situations. If I could remember Krishna, there is a hope I'll remember Krishna when final exam comes. So generally final exam is very scary. It's very painful. Okay? For somebody who revolts against the plan of the Lord. Devotee embraces that exam of the Lord. My Lord, I try to prepare. What do you say? Now I am at your lotus feet. That's the final exam. Okay, that's it. So whole life therefore becomes joyful. Don't revolt. Whole life becomes joyful. I tell you, for the whole society, biggest fear is fear of death. And Prabhupada says, what is the use of reading Bhagavatam if you are still scared of death? Then that means Bhagavatam gives you enough knowledge to not to get scared of death. True or not? I am trying to analyze now how you can become unscared of death. Is that it's a final exam. Whole life should be preparation. If you go to the exam, final exam without preparation, you are in trouble. You are not ready. So and it's not going to be easy. You're going to mess up the exam. Because as the pain starts in the body, your mind will blow. And your real faith in Krishna will come out. Because if you have faith, you'll pray to Krishna. If you don't have faith, you'll not pray to Krishna. You know that? See, many of the things we are doing today are not because our heart is convinced. We are doing because of we are doing. Or in a social convention. Now we are living in a society devoted, so many things we do because it is supposed to be done. But am I heart convinced? Every day bow down to Krishna. Am I feeling gratitude to bowing down is offering gratitude. Just like it is said when Rukmini, when the Brahmana brought message of Krishna, that Krishna is soon coming. Rukmini had written a letter to Krishna, please pick me up, kidnap me. She wrote a letter to kidnap. Please kidnap me. I don't want to be married to Shishupal. I don't want to be married to that fellow, Shishupal, person carrying the dice. I don't want to be married to that person. Anyway, so she wrote, please save me. And at that moment, what happened? That Krishna sent a message to the Brahmana, I'm going to come. So she got a news from the Brahmana, he's coming. She had nothing to give him. So Prabhupada says there, she just offered obeisance. So Prabhupada said, that is enough. Sometimes you don't have anything, and obeisance can express much more. Gratitude, correct? That's a Vedic culture. Gratitude. Thank you very much. So when you are offering obeisance to Krishna, you are expressing gratitude. My Lord, I had this funny desire to be independent of you, but still you made so much arrangement for my that stupidity. Correct? You have some stupid desire. Still God makes all the arrangement for you. So yes, I'm so grateful to you. You are so merciful to me. And I am especially merciful because you took steps to bring me at your lotus feet on top of all that. Correct? Krishna has been. And I know you are my best well-wisher. So long I did not know, my Lord, I am your servant. Now I came to know I am your servant. Correct? So many births I passed. roaming like an idiot here, there, here, there. Now I came to know I am your servant, so I am offering my respects to you. There has to be some meditation. Now, it is not there. It's not easy. I remember the first time I did Aarti in the temple, and I really I was questioning whether I believe Krishna is there. You get tested. Bhagavad Vidhi is theoretical, Pancharavatara Vidhi is practical. And actually, Pancharavatara Vidhi is very important because you can see how much faith you have. You have a plate in front of the Lord. It is said you should offer that with love, then only Krishna will accept. When you're offering, you can see your heart is empty. Kuch nahi hai, empty. Hota na word. Like empty vessel. Nothing is there. Yeah. Pure devotees are offered with great love. They chant the holy names of the Lord with great love. They read Bhagavad Gita with great love. Prabhupada again and again, how many times he write in Bhagavad Gita? If you read, he says Krishna is so kind. He's so nicely explaining about himself. He's feeling with so much love. So much love they read, so much love they chant, so much love they take Krishna Prasadam. Krishna so mercifully gave me his Prasadam. Correct? So you should see that you are developing on that. If you're not developing on that with love, at the time of death, you will get shock. There's no love. Just like when you offer plate, you can see how much love is there. Is there, my Lord, please eat. Because Prabhupada says Krishna is not interested in a chappan bhog. You can bring 56 or 100. There should be some love. Then Krishna will take. You understand? Is it Lakshmi, crores of Lakshmis are waiting to offer to him, and he's not even looking. And here you say, okay, I'll offer. Krishna comes and no love. Then better eat what Lakshmis are giving. Why should I eat your plate? As if there is a shortage. It's not that Krishna is hungry. Prabhupada says he's not hungry. He can eat the whole universe at one time. One gulp. Over. He can eat. He's so powerful. But he is offering with love. But point is that when we should be introspective and see there is no love. True, at sadhana stage I do on the order of Guru and spiritual master I do. But I should see where I am situated. Just like doctor gave me medicine I am taking, but I am still taking thermometer. No, I am checking the temperature. No. Some people say, no, just keep doing. Don't see anything. At the time of death, something will happen. Nothing will happen at time of death like that. There's nonsense ideas. If you have to advance, you should advance now also, no? Some people have this argument. Just do, because Guru has told. At time of death, some magic will happen. You'll suddenly become pure devotee. No, sir, this doesn't happen like that. You should be developing day by day. Therefore, Prabhupada said, every day is a new year for a devotee. Because every day is fresh. I'm hypothetically speaking, theoretically speaking, every day when you advance in spiritual life, every day it's like a train going to Delhi. Every day is new, no? Now is Bhopal, and every day your excitement is increasing. I'm going near Delhi. Shraddha, Sadhu, Sangha, Bhajan, Kriya, Anartha, Nivita, Nishta, Ruchi, Bhava, Asakti, Prema. Every day I am progressing. And I know what I was yesterday. If I look at that, wow, kind of crazy man I was. Then the day is good or not? If you look at yesterday, what you were, you don't like to see that. I was horrible man yesterday. I improved. I have reduced my offenses to the Lord. More realizations I got today. Correct? It's not only academic knowledge. I have developed love for Krishna. And today I offered, my Lord, please forgive me. Yesterday I offered plate with no love only to you. Whenever he's seeing today, he's thinking better, but still he's feeling there is so much to do. So he doesn't want to waste 1 second. Therefore, Prabhupada says, keep pouring in. Keep pouring in. Don't waste 1 second. Pouring in means keep hearing Bhagavatam, keep chanting Hare Krishna, because if you are introspective, therefore Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada said that point is very important to be meditated. Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada says, when faults in others disturb you, meditate in your own faults. Just like when you sit down and chant Hare Krishna, which is the greatest of the sadhana you do for the day, it's 2 hours long. You should meditate on your own faults. My Lord, my heart is still attracted to material glamour. Still the material world looks very interesting and attractive to me. Because if the word Prabhupada says, even trace of desire is there, you have to come back to this word. And if you are honest and introspective, we can see, अभी भी ये दुनिया बहुत आनंदमय लगता है. Hare Krishna. My Lord, please help me. Correct? You know your situation and then you chant. Chant very, don't have to look at how uska wo aisa pagal hai, wo aisa. Therefore, you cannot practice Krishna consciousness. Trinat api sunechena taror api sayushna. You should be in that meditation. Amanina manadena kirtanyas. Give respects to everybody. Don't expect respect for yourself. Be humble. Then you can, because that allows you to focus in your situation. What is the point in seeing others' temperature? See your own temperature. My temperature is 105, and that I am not seeing. Most of the people, what they see, they don't see their temperature. They look at other thermometer. उसका देखो 103 है, उसका 108 है. और उसमें क्या बर्बाद कर रहे हो तुम? What's the point? You are supposed to take care of yourself. So you look at your temperature. Unless it's your duty. Sometime as a doctor, you have a right to see others people's temperature. Correct? You have a right. Because you are supposed to take care. Then as sometimes when you are supposed, you have been given a service, you are supposed to see. But otherwise you have no business to see. Suppose somebody from outside comes in your nursing home, goes to some patient and says, Iska 103 hai. What do you say? What's your business? What's your business? That is fault finding. Now have we understood fault finding? Fault finding means it's not your business, simply seeing the temperature. 103 hai. And then making fun. Iska 103 hai. Arey baba, what's your business there? You are just entertaining yourself. अपना देखो 106 है, वो नहीं दिख रहा. उसका देखो 103 है, उसका देखो 102 है. And making fun. Why? But the person who has a maturity, he has a compassion, he has a capacity, who is taking care, he has a right to see temperature. Therefore, Guru has a right to see the fault of the disciple because he can see the temperature, because he has to cure him. Based on that, he will give him medicine. But an outsider, as we go somewhere, देखो, that's what our habit is. उसका देखो fault, उसका अरे आपका काम किस? What's the utility? Everything should have utility. No utility. Simply you are seeing temperature here and there. देखो उसका 2 उसका 108. अरे what are you doing? So there is no point in wasting our time. See your own temperature unless you have been given a service. It's a painful service. Correct? Unless you have been, but you look at your own temperature and then focus. So and then whole life Vishwam Purna Sukhayate will become interesting. Because Krishna will participate in curing you. Correct? And as you see things are happening, is Krishna's plan. Because see what happens, when you have a plan of sense gratification, Krishna's plan will contradict. Because there is some other plan you will never understand. So materialists never understand plan of the Lord. Therefore they are always depressed. Correct? Any karmi is dukkhalayam. He is always in unhappiness. But devotee is sukhalayam. Why? Because he participates in the plan of the Lord. And every moment he knows, now there is complete resonance. Because Krishna also wants you to advance. And you also participating in the process of advancement. There is a resonance. Just like a teacher. When the student is sincerely trying to know the subject, he starts enjoying teaching the student. And the life of the student also becomes fun. So similarly, every arrangement in this world, including the deva, just like in a nursing home, the very purpose is to cure the patient. When the patient becomes sincere to get cured, the doctor becomes very happy. Correct? He's helping me now to finish my task. But if the patient is not following anything what you tell, it's irritating. So they don't understand. So we better understand, and therefore Prabhupada also says the devotee is not mad. He is not a fool. He knows everything. Kalpa, Vikalpa, what people know? Kalpa, Vikalpa, nobody knows anything. Just Prabhupada uses the word poor fund of knowledge. Yeah, it is a unique word he coined. Poor fund of knowledge. You know, that question bank, the knowledge bank is very limited. So they have no information about Kalpa, Vikalpa. Where? No information with the purpose of life. You know, yesterday I was talking to students. I said, I pity your situation. You don't know what's the goal of your life. And you don't know who are you. And from morning 4:30 till night 10:30, they are like a stick, somebody is behind them. I can pity your situation.